This week, I'm going to get popular characters from movies, TV shows, and video games and turn them into animals. G'day, I'm Hockey, the Adhock artist, and on this channel, I like to attempt different art challenges. I have created a list of 31 characters. On that list is Gandalf and Batman, Doctor Who, James Bond, and I'm going to randomly select one of these characters. And from a second list, I'm going to randomly select one of 28 animals. And then I'm going to attempt to combine the two into one. So let's see what our first animal character will be. And we've got Jack Sparrow. Savvy? We're going to turn Jack Sparrow into an oinker. Let's get over to the drawing table and combine these two.
One of the first things that I like to do when putting one of these drawings together is get myself some reference. So I needed pictures of Jack Sparrow as well as some pigs. And I'd throw in a couple of cartoon pigs in there to give you an idea as well. So in front of my sketchbook, I start to practice drawing a pig. I don't generally draw a lot of animals, so I need to figure out how this pig is going to be drawn. So I'll lay down some pencil work and some designs just to see how it comes along. And I also start to try and get some ideas of the poses and the shapes that I want to use. So as I take it to the blue line, I've got to keep in mind that this is a pig. I don't want to use too much of a human body shape if I can avoid it. But I want it to be upright. So there's obviously going to be some changes that I need to make. A pig's body is more of a cylinder. I am trying to keep that cylinder shape a little bit with a pot belly and parts like that. With most quadrupeds, their back feet are angled differently. So the heel is raised up, and I wanted to keep that shape in with the legs as I go through this drawing. A lot of my blue line stage is just me figuring out where everything's going to go. Getting my shapes in and then cleaning that up, getting in my items that the character is wearing, so I've got something to build on top when I go to my ink stage. As I run through my inks, I use my fine liner for the face and then bring it down to my Tombow marker, which is slightly like a brush pen, so I can make some lines thicker as I go. After I get in all the line work, I bring out my markers and start colouring it in. I don't have amazing range of colours, but I do the best I can to try and match from the movie and bring it all into line. I'll last throw in a few highlights and we are done.
There we go. Jack Sparrow the pig. Captain Pork Sparrow? It's a shame I didn't have Sparrow on the list. Maybe I might have to do that. Captain Jack the Sparrow. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Okay, for my next combination, let's spin these wheels again. The Joker. Let's see what the Joker's going to become. Okay. We already know the Joker is the goat of villains. Let's see if he becomes the goat of goats.
So again, I come down to get my references. The Joker's been portrayed in a lot of different movies and comic books with different artists. So I wanted to get a collection of a few of those different artists before I decide which direction I'm going to go. I also need to know how to draw goats. So I get a lot of goat references. I start laying down the pencil work of some goats just to see if I can draw a goat. And goats are an odd creature. So in creating this, we all know that goats have weird irises. But I didn't realize that goats actually don't have a front teeth at the top. And I found that very strange. It's just this gummy mess. Following the same process of before, putting down my blue line and building on top of that. I get my rough shapes. The Joker character, it has a thin body, generally. So I tried to keep that thin shape with the cylinder-like torso as best I can. The idea is just to get in the shapes to start with, figuring out exactly where everything is going to be. Once I do that, I start laying the different items like clothing and things on top and tweaking any little lines that I find just aren't in the right spot. Once I'm happy with that, again moving on to the inks with my Tombow marker and my fine liner. I'm pretty happy at how the line work has come out. It's creepy enough. I think a goat makes actual perfect sense with its creepy eyes and this creepy smile. I think it's kind of perfect for the Joker. Want to color this one as well, so I break out my markers and I start laying in my different colors, trying to find which colors I like and filling it all in. Getting a few shadows in there with different colored markers as well. Colors in this and the previous one really add to the drawing itself. and brings out that character's personality a lot more. I think it came out pretty well.
Well, there we have it. 2 characters, 2 animals, combined into one. Not too bad. What do you think? Let's see if these 2 new characters will end up in some new Zootopia movie. Unlikely. Let me know how I did with these crazy combination of characters down in the comments. And while you're there, if you have any suggestions for some crazy, fun or strange challenges for me to try, pop them in there too. If you enjoyed this video, please go and combine your clicking mechanism with the like button, and right next to it you can select the subscribe button too if you want to see more in the future. I am super grateful that you have joined me today. You have an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.